Oh. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me fix the light. There we go. I have great fondness for the writings of Pixie Lygos. We are so grateful for this deeply precious life. Looking around, we see your love in all things. Allow us to feel more blessed than baffled, more clear than confused, and to let go of the ropes we bound so tightly around our own fighting arms. Help us shed our armor and release the sticky mortar which binds us to our broken thinking. Melt our pitiful pasts away and off of us, so that we are solid in the present and bright for the future. We're ready to allow your radiance to rub off on us. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are ready to allow your radiance to rub off on us. To just breathe in a different perspective on what we're doing, as though we were clearing the surface of ourselves so that the radiance of this day is resting more directly against who we are. This is all we're trying to do. Because when the radiance of the day is on me and through me and in me, I have so much more to share in such a different way. May today bless us and hold us and carry us. Please know that you are such an enormous part of my day, such an essential gift. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for your continuation. Thank you for telling me how it's going. Thank you for what you send to me and the way that I have you all around me. Look, Lindsay, thank you. Look, Emily. These things that you've made, that you carry, these are with me, always set out in front of me. On we go. Om Namo, I bow to everything outside of me that is guiding me, healing me, holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, rising to meet it all. May we be powerful and radiant and aware, outside and in. With me 3 times or listening to a tune. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Starting your playlist at Naturaleza. Mine is over on the coach. And that gives me a chance to say, if you are joining me on this Sunday, the last class at Federal Hill, right? It is open to everyone, but it will be on Yoga Works Live. So all the information you need, marthamcalpin.com/how-to. The information is right there. How to log on, what you need. Reload your June playlist. Just close your Spotify and open it again, and you'll have everything that you need to bring you into that class. Okay? Fabulous. So naturaleza, we start there, come to stand. Inhaling up, inhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. In, to out. In, to out. In, out. Down into the feet as you exhale, up and open through the ribs and the belly as you inhale. One more. Full, stand tall. Allowing our radiance to rest against the radiance of the day. Out the hands, out the feet a little wider, a little bend in your knees. Take one elbow back, one hand out, and change. Inhale the left and exhale the right. A little bend in the knees so you have a little more space to turn through the navel, through the mid-spine. And when you're ready, each one becomes an exhale. We're adding on today, now that we're in the month, making your mouth into an O. We're going to exhale out the mouth. If it's too much for you or it makes you dizzy, just go out the nose, keep it as it was. You may explore. Here, soften the shoulders, turn a little bit higher to the tips of your elbows. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw both elbows back, inhale the mouth. Chin up, inhale the collarbones. Keep it. And exhale, elbows, breath. Out the hands, out the feet a little bit wider, hands up high, palms together. And then fold over the left thigh, inhale up. Fold right. A little bend in your knees will keep your low back safe. Working in a chair will also help keep your low back safe. And then it's out with a ha. Now maybe you just swing past the knee, maybe you fold past the shin, or maybe you go all the way to the floor. Whisper of ha. Eyes closed, movement so steady. Two and one. Standing tall, inhale up. The mouth in the nose. And let it widen down. Just feel. Feel all the upheaval, all the rearrangement. And all the way up. Down onto your back. And as you come to rest, letting the whole length of your spine find this quality of openness, right from the back of your pelvis, up to the back of your heart, up to the back of your head. And feel on either side the way the backs of the hips are square on the floor, the backs of the shoulder points square on the floor, hands wide to the floor, and draw your right knee up, make a circle, left foot flat, or extending your right leg out, make a circle. Inhale as you reach wide, and exhale as you come up through the middle. All the way into the ball of your foot. And then reverse that circle. Keeping your hips square, keeping your shoulders square, even as the circle of the tip of your toe may grow. One more. Good. And bending your knee, set it down. Circle the left knee, working there, or raising your left leg, circle into the ball of the foot. It may be small, it may be the circumference of a basketball. And if it is, imagine that circle dropping all the way down your left leg bones into the hip socket, and feel the circle at the socket. And when you're ready, it grows a little bit more. And then your reverse circle. That we go body part by body part. Opening the windows, sweeping the floor, pulling back the curtains, letting light into each system of ourselves, skeletal and immune and endocrine and cardiovascular, all the way through us. Draw both knees up and circle there, or legs extended, circle there. Flex and point your toes all the way through your feet. Excellent. And reverse. Use your breath. Exhaling in the center, inhale, opening wide. Make it as big as you choose. You have 2 more. And then you bring your knees to bend, your feet flat, your hands behind your head. Stay. Your right leg goes long, your left hand goes overhead. Lift your right heel, lift your head and shoulders, tap the heel. Inhale, open. Your right knee turns right, your left hand taps the heel, exhaling up. Inhale, open. Good morning, Friday. Good morning. I meet you and your potency and your conclusion. Keep your heel tapped, cross your left behind your right, left foot down, inhale, open. Exhale, tap and cross. Inhale, down, inhale, open. Exhale, tap, exhale, cross. One more. Changing sides, left hand behind your head, right hand out long, left leg out long. Rise up, turn your heel in, tap, and inhale, open. Exhale to tap and to open. Drawing the navel to the spine, that in this motion we're learning how to breathe more effectively. That when we begin breathing, sometimes on the exhale, our navel goes away from the spine. Really think about exhale, navel to spine. Keep your heel and add your right ankle behind the left. Foot down, inhale, open. Exhale, cross, cross. Inhale, inhale, tap, cross. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, set it down, hands overhead. The chest stays long, bring your hands to your thighs, press away, and the abdomen lengthens. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, bring your left foot towards the center line, right hand to the right thigh, press away, just releasing the right outer hip, the right abdomen, the right hip, everything that holds your right leg to your body, let it soften. And change sides, your right foot goes flat. Left ankle over the right knee, left hand to the left thigh, press away, and then release the hold on the hip. And in the space that releases, that opens, deepen your breath into that space of the left hip. Into the left jaw and knees to your chest. As you roll yourself up, add the blanket beneath you, or if you hop onto your chair, just walk your feet wide and your knees wide, and then sweep from side to side. Good. Oh, shaking out the feet, shaking out the knees. All of these movements of our warm-up are to enable our seat to be clear and tall, so that our joints allow the spine a tall, upright axis, and our circles, more potency. One more. Upright, fingertips inside your thighs. Take your seat back, your heels forward, and your heart long. And deepen your breath. As though you could lengthen from your heels to your heart. And to rise. Excellent. Build a cross-legged seat and add your block out in front. Good. Walk your fingertips forward, sit your seat back, and just a little bit side to side to allow your outer knees to drop. Settling into the hips, settling into the back. To bring your left forearm across the left block and the right hand high. Opening, fall back, and bring your right forearm in front of the left. As you exhale, rinse down. Inhale, falling open. And exhale down, we'll go. Your pace, your reach. Breathing in, you're gathering up the tension and the reluctance in your body, and exhaling, you're emptying it all the way out through the breath. Last time up, just sweeping and pausing. And turn it down. Right forearm in behind the left, so now the left can rise. And the left hand comes down in front. Inhale, open. Exhale, close, and just noticing the asymmetry. That this crazy little fracture in my toe has created a real lock through my ankle, my left knee, my left hip, and my left reach out of my shoulder. It's fascinating to see where it goes and how many old injuries are in our system. Rinse them out. And set down, fingertips forward. If you choose, forehead on the block. The armpits open and lengthen. Oh. You walk yourself upright, putting your hands on your thighs. And now circle your pelvis. Right? The top of my head staying steady and clear. The pelvis moving. And then close your eyes. And be quick. Oh. Exhaling across the back. Each one. Out. 3. Reverse your circle. Just see if you can imagine the way when you first put wet ingredients with dry ingredients, how it's very clumpy. And you look at it and you think it'll never become anything. But you keep mixing. And they spin through the pelvis like a great wooden spoon until there's a homogeneity, until what was stuck and dry can combine with what was moist and moving. And you become one thing. That your matter is mobile, uniform, and ready to be molded. Keep going. Five, 4, 3, 2. Pause tall. And feel. Eyes closed. Feel. The heart is high, the chin lightly in, the spine getting all the taller. And a real recognition of your own radiance and how it was latent within you. And these movements and this breathing and this attention simply reminds you and reveals to you your true state. This radiant, radiant self. Shake it out. Legs out long, feet side to side, knees up and down. And then rebuild your seat as you choose. So when I'm sitting tall and not doing circles, I tend to pull my heels in a little closer to each pose. Sitting tall, if you're a half lotuser, lotus yourself up. But my little arch in the back puts my pelvic floor as steadily onto that blanket as I can. So I have a little arch in the back, and that lets my heart come up, my chin comes in, there's a little bit of a rounding through the upper back, and a little bit of an arch through the back of the neck, right? So that I'm tall in the spine. If this is not possible, hop onto a chair or add an extra blanket or a towel, right? So that when you make these circles, your spine stays tall. If you're rounded this way, it'll be very difficult. And day after day, you'll wonder why you're not making progress. So let's find these circles. Start low, out the elbows, out the wrists, out the fingers. Start low. Even if you are a varsity player here, I want you to start small and loose and just warm it up. Build your breathing with a ha. Closing your eyes. Closing your mouth, out the nose. And then you make the circles yours. If your circles are growing, the higher your hands grow, the stronger your low abdomen grows. So the bigger your radiance, the deeper your roots. Heart up, chin in, adding light mulabandha if you choose. A light lift of the pelvic floor will help engage the navel. Light jalandhara bandha. The heart comes up, the chin comes in, the back of the neck is long. So we're getting a little more specific here. Pelvic floor rising, heart high, chin in, and from there, the circles will grow. If it's too much, I want you to bend your elbows out the fingers, find your way in. Find your way in, safe and tall. There's no hurry. We're not windmilling. There's control. Because the state we establish within these circles matters. The state of our mind is affecting the energy within these circles, is affecting the atmosphere of emotion that we will inhabit this afternoon. So clarify your thoughts. Soften your lips, hint of a smile, a sense of wonder or awe or simple participation with all you are. Three, two, one. Hands up high, go in the mouth, 3 sips. In the nose, 3 more. And then heart up, chin in. So that's Jalandhara at the top. Open the back of your neck to the top of your head. Lift the pelvic floor. That's Muladhara at the base. You are tall, contained. When you breathe out, go out the top of your head like a cork. Arms wide. Onto your back. Pause a beat. Right knee to your chest. Left heel long. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Changing sides. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale down. What's your expression? What's your inner description of your experience? Elevate that. No one else can. Don't wait for it to happen. Help it out. And then 2 knees bend, 2 feet flat. Set a block between your thighs. Between your inner thigh and the roundness of the joint of your knee. Heels down to the floor, elbows into the floor. Stand in your heels and let the heels down float the hips up. And then roll down through the base of the spine. Press your heels down, press your elbows down, let the hips rise up. Tuck a shoulder, tuck another. We're going to roll through the spine. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Close your eyes. Move at the pace that's appropriate to your body. Traditionally, it's done quite quickly. If I go too quickly, I end up with a sore low back for much of the day. And so respect yourself. Heels down, elbows down. Heels down, lift your hips. Elbows down, lift your heart. And your low back floats between the two. So heels down, elbows down. Adding the hands overhead if you choose. Inhale, hands overhead to the tops of your shoulders. Exhale, rolling down. One more time. Hands up, hips up, inhale. And then exhale. It all comes down, pausing, set the block aside. Hands on thighs, press away. Good. Walk your knees in, hold your shins. Side to side. Roll your way up. Crossing your legs, sitting up tall. You spin from the seat. Fingers to your shoulders, in left, out right. In and out. Eyes closed. Without forcing anything, but establishing full participation. Lift one wrist over your elbow. Continuing and keeping your elbows the height of your shoulders. It lifts the chest, it sits the seat. Thumb and first fingertips touch. 3, 2. Bring your palms together, interlace your fingers, point the first fingers up and spin. We're just going 10 here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find center, 3 steps in. Reach, keep it all. When you exhale, imagine the exhale at the top of your head. Lift your chin, exhale like a cork out of a bottle. And bring it belly down. Keep it going. Keep it going. So belly to the floor, thighs walking back. Good. Walk yourself to the left side of your mat. Bring your right palm flat to the floor. Hips walk one more step left. And then roll to your right rib, your right hip. Bring your left knee high. And put your left foot down to the floor behind you. Drop your left knee open. Close your eyes, deepen your breath. Relax your head into the floor, even the chin may drop. To the belly down. Walk yourself to the right side of your mat. Left hand goes wide, left fingertips down. A step more to the right, so you're on your left ribs, left hip, head falls. Right knee high, and foot to the floor. Oh, great. Where can you find release? Little at a time. And belly down. Walking your thighs back. Take your right fingertips forward and down. Right toes tuck under so your knee is off the floor. Left hand reaches back, fingertips to the floor so you can lift your heel and exhale down. So it's very square and very strong. Or if you choose, left hand outside of your ankle, flex your foot and press into both heels, keeping the hips square and the shoulders square. Inhaling as you rise and exhaling as you descend. And changing sides. The left hand out, left toes tucked under, knee off the floor. Good. Right hand reaching back, fingers to the floor, bend your knee, press up and roll down, or hold your outer right ankle, exhale down. Inhale. Two. Good. And one more. And legs down, feet flat and a little closer. And then hands down beside you, peeling up. Exhale, rolling down, never lifting your hip points off the mat. And you are rolling through the navel and the heart. Adding a bend of your knees, straighten your legs to lift your heart. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Good. 3. Good. 2. Bend your knees. Looking back, walk your inner knees to touch. Inner feet to touch. Tuck your chin, drop your head, round your back for a beat, turning your chin all the way.
hips to the heels. Sit it back, arms out long. Breath smooth and full and steady. Rising.
Turning over on your back, draw your knees to your chest so that you can roll forward and back. Mm-hmm. Oh. Good. You'll roll your way up, planting your feet, come to stand. Putting your hands at your hips, then putting a bend in your knees, sit back. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, sit back. Working here, our hands at shoulders. On your exhalation, it's as though you are becoming so essential. You're breathing everything extra away. And you're becoming smaller, denser in that little squat, dropping it all into your feet. And like a coiled spring, stand up. If you like, hands behind your head. Exhale, sit it down. Inhale, stand up. Last stage, take your hips to your heels when you choose. Oh. Oh. We go for 5. 4. Great. And 2. And 1. Stand up so tall. Hands, palms face forward. Feel it flush through you. Weight in the heels, toes are long, spine is tall. That little lift of the chest, little tuck of the chin, even the slightest lift of the pelvic floor, so you can feel it all come together. Divine alignment. And down to the floor. Build your cross-legged seat. And just pause for a moment in your seat. Can be on the floor, can be a chair. Settling ourselves. And in that clarity and in that space that you find, that's what we want to activate. That clarity, that radiance. So we add to it soft circles, the way we begin. Add a whisper of ha. Keep the breath, but close the mouth and out the nose. On your cycle or pregnant, long, smooth breathing. And then closing your eyes. Come into that circle. Move the way you want to live today. As though you could choose the most flamboyant, most perfectly tailored outfit of clothes that you've ever wanted to wear. To show what the inside of you may look like on the outside of you. Maybe you've never had the outside and the inside look like they match. Now is the time. Feel the sensation around you. Feel the sensation of your gesture exactly as you would choose. Its most resplendent form, and then the expression on your face that puts it all together. And then give it some stamina, some continuation. Then maybe you found it for a moment and it slipped away into the ordinariness of your mind. Bring it back and give it stamina so that it can lay down roots and take hold. "30 seconds. 30 seconds to lay the foundation." Can you maintain your expression? Or do you grow bored? Do you grow bored of your own joy? Or can you stay there? I don't think you can. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands up high, in the mouth, 3 sips. In the nose, 3 more. Heart up, chin comes in. Jalan hara, we draw the heart up, the chin in, back of the neck is long. Lift the pelvic floor. When you exhale, take it up the top of your head. And the hands widen down. Eyes stay closed. I am this. Satnam. I am an extension of the great good in the world. Just stay. Don't fidget. Don't flee. You have 20 seconds. Stay. Give your stillness stamina. And give it softness. Heart floats, the chin lightly descends, the back of the neck lengthens. We feel clarity through the spine. Pause your playlist. Sitting tall. Supposedly directly behind the heart is where the soul resides. Behind the heart and a finger's width of the left. So our truth is our self. And it's known, as we say, Sat. Satnam, I know myself, I know my name, I know my truth. I am known by this name. Sat Kartar, I am she who moves with this truth. Sat Kartar, Kartar, the action that we take. So the palms come together as Sat, the palms face forward as Kar, and the palms press wide, Tar. Sat, Kar, Tar. Sat, Kar, Tar. Sit tall. Sat, Kar, Tar. Sat, Kar, ta. 4 minutes. Sat, ka, ta. 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 Adding our radiance to the radiance of the day. Sat, ka, ta. 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 Stay with it. Sat, ka, ta. Make it easier. Sat. Where in your body are you holding in some performance of this gesture and this sound? What if you let it through you and of you and from you and with you? How does that change the movement? How does that change the sound? 30 seconds. Sat, ka, ta. I am this. Sat, ka, ta. 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 Sat, ka. One more. Sat, ka, ta. And pause to notice. May we trust in the divinity of this day. May we trust in our contribution to this day. May we be enough. May we know the day to be enough. If you choose, restart your playlist, that motif, and we lie back one song. Whole body out long. The feet side to side, the knees up and down. Hands on body if you choose, or to the floor when you're ready. Let the breath begin large, smooth, exploratory, and hopeful.
As your breathing diminishes, let it settle in your abdomen. Softening your face, your shoulders, your hands. Deepening your breathing, hands overhead. Walk your feet in. Draw your knees to your chest. Up to a seat. And that last momentary washing out, interlace your fingers, press your palms away from your chest, tuck your chin around your back, and then sweep your hands up high and lift your heart. Exhale round, and inhale up. Let your elbows bend where they need to. Inhale up, let it get quicker. Round, and then rest. 3, good, drag knuckles to your heart. Yep, 2, and 1, palms together, and down the middle. Inhale, sweep wide, reach tall. Down the middle, I am this. Inhale, up, open. And bring it in. In your mind or aloud, repeat, I expand. And success, abundance, and love every day. As I inspire those around me to do the same. Hands to your forehead center. Sat Nam, I am this. 8 counts up, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Happy Friday. Have a wonderful weekend wherever you're going, however you spend it. I'll be back tomorrow morning for Vinyasa. And as ever, for the first 30 minutes, that might be absolutely plenty, but I really do recommend a little more asana. Will balance out the energy of this work. So if you are beginning to feel this take action in your life and your system, and you can feel that growing, you need to then put your body and your alignment back into the corporeal aspect of yourself, okay? And so that can be just 30 minutes on the mat. And so the first 30 minutes of my Saturday, you can replay anytime, or you can stay for the whole 90 minutes. It's up to you.
Sunday morning, I'll be back for Kundalini, 8 to 9. And again, Sunday afternoon is 2:45 on yogaworks.com/live. I'll put all the information you need for that under marthmckelvin.com/how-to. And I will see you there. Satnam, love, Satnam.